Morning guys, it's the 10th of October 2019 today and it's 8:32 a.m. I'm going to just record a few clips today. Not quite sure how this video's going to pan out. I'm just doing this on my iPhone. So I've not long got up and this is quite late for me. I was up about 1, I went to bed about 11, something like that. And I was up at about 1:30 again because my leg was jerking terrible. My left leg is just absolutely horrendous with this spasticity, what do they call it? This jumping in my leg. Muscle spasm, that's what they call it. Muscle spasm, it always starts at night. It might start in the evening when I'm watching TV, or it will start when I'm in bed, when I go to bed. And last night it was when I went to bed. And of course, what can actually happen is I can be sitting watching TV and my leg will just, it's so violent, my foot will leave the floor. And it's like from my hip all the way down to my foot and my leg just jumps. So you can imagine when you're lying in bed and that happens, you just wake up, don't you? So that's what happens to me. So I was down here about 1:30, just sort of trying to relax a little bit. I took a diazepam, that tends to help me sleep and stops the spasms. Right, so I'm going to go down the garden and feed the birds today. I'm going to make the effort because the weather's getting colder. Admittedly, I haven't been going recently because I am struggling to walk from room to room. I am struggling just to stand. I can't even stand up and balance properly on the spot. So I'm off to feed the birds. But first, I've got the challenge of getting down this step, holding my crutch and a phone. But I've got a handle on the side here, there, which is incredibly useful. Ooh, it's quite cold this morning and windy as well. Right, I'm going to try and shut the door now. There we go. Sorted. You should be able to watch me go down the step because I'll include the footage off that security camera just up there. So I've got, I'm experimenting with a new video editor. Ooh, the neighbour's out. She's going to think I'm talking to myself. So slow. I'm determined to feed the birds this morning because the weather's getting colder and there's absolutely no bird food out anywhere. I'm just struggling so much at the moment. Just walking from room to room is difficult, and hang on. Oh, I sit on my little seat, which is just a load of slabs. Yeah, so just walking from room to room is so difficult. And be honestly, you guys know how much I love wildlife and love the birds and things like that. And coming down the garden feels like miles away. Do you know what I mean? But I was determined this morning. Oh, it's quite a gorgeous day actually. The sky is absolutely blue. There's some wispy clouds. I love these mornings, these autumnal mornings. It's lovely and crisp and fresh, and the sun is shining really brightly, and that's my favourite type of weather. Hey, I managed to do a bit of gardening over the last few weeks. It's taken me ages to do it. I'll show you actually. So this was just a mass of weeds down there. A little bit like, I got towards the tree, so I did that section there. It was just a mass of weeds, and it was kind of like that, but worse actually. I've got like a little cushion I use to kneel on, and I can kneel for a little while and use my hands to sort of dig the soil with some garden tools. But that has taken me a long time to do over several days just by doing like a tiny little bit each day, but I'm quite pleased with it so far. So gardening is very difficult now. Okay, so the main reason for these videos, I'm sorry if my hand's not very steady, I'm using my iPhone today because quite honestly the camera on my iPhone and the technology in this phone is just overtaken what's in my Sony camcorder, which I use for my other videos. The camcorder's got a lot of things like video stabilization, which is nice, so you don't get the shaking like I've got to try and hold my hand still using this. Yeah, so I'm experimenting with a new video editor called Davinci Resolve. There's a lot of people on YouTube moving from Adobe Premiere Pro, which is requires a monthly subscription. If you ask me, that's just greedy. I don't mind paying like a one-off fee for some software, but I refuse to pay monthly subscription. But I know there's a lot of people on YouTube moving from Adobe Premiere Pro to this Davinci Resolve, so I decided to check it out. I've been using a bit of an older editor and I've kind of outgrown it now, and it's not got features I want, so there's quite a learning curve. So this video, if I manage to put it together, I'm going to be using all these clips in purely as a learning curve for this new video editor. So and it's something I really like doing as well. I can't, as you know, I can't physically do much now, so a lot of my hobbies have gone out the window. Like I can't do much gardening now, for example, but the body's knackered, right? It's ready for the knacker's yard, but the brain and the mind is as sharp as a pin still. That's what I tell people. It's the absolute truth. And I obviously love the wildlife and things as well. So, but I just can't physically do things. I feel like it's my back at the moment. Oh God, it's absolute murder. I feel like someone's put knives into it, and I feel like I'm mounted on a steel rod. The muscles in my back just feel frozen, and I can't do anything. I just can't. My legs would move better if I didn't have the problem with my back, you know what I mean? Anyway, so these video clips are for the purpose of me learning how to use this new video editor. So we'll have to see. I'm probably going to waffle on for a while. I don't know why there's a dead frog on my grass. I've got no idea. I did see a little baby frog jumping around the other day when I was sat down here. Oh, I don't like to see that. Right, time to feed the birds. There's some suet pellets in there and a few mealworms left. There's no sign of any birds though. I've got to get the fat ball hanger enclosure thing as well, but I can't get over there with these. I hear something. I'm sure I heard a blackbird then. Oh, Teresa's up. The wife's waving to me in the kitchen. Time she got up. Right, so that's what I've just grabbed from the tree, so I need to fill them up. So I've had to get a chair out now because my legs are going, and I've got back collapse. Actually, I like that expression, back collapse, but it's not mine. It's a subscriber of mine, Nick. Her channel's called All Right with MS. I'll put a link up here actually. I think that's a perfect phrase to describe what my back does. So, fancy a fat ball, anybody? The birds love these. The sparrows will kill for them. I hear something. there's definitely a bird in the tree, and I don't know what it is. I don't recognise the song. Waiting for these. The mice are in the shed. You never see them, but the evidence, they leave the evidence. That's my mouse wee there, and there's lots of little black blobs, which is poop. Make sure I wash my hands when I get in the house because it's lethal. Right, just make my way back over there. Barely walk with one crutch now. I'm so unsteady. So that's the little birdies fed. Time to go back to the house. Oh, which is also an ordeal. We've had wasps this year behind the dormer, and the guy's been out 3 times to try and get rid of them. I think we've cracked it, but I'm not sure. Hello. The dearest is waving to me. Nearly there. I haven't had a coffee this morning yet. Right, here we go with the door again. Morning, dear.
Hello, darling.
I'm just filming a few clips because I've just got to battle with the step. Could you just open the door? Oh, I can use my crutch, that's it. It's hard holding a camera and filming and crutch and everything at the same time. I'm just explaining to everybody that I want some video footage to play with my new video editing suite.
Ah.
Here's the wife look, she's just getting a breakfast.
Hello.
About time she got up. Time's at 8:57. I've been up ages. Half an hour. But I did get up at 1:30 because my leg was launching me out of bed again.
Well, I had to have tablets because I've had the headache from hell.
Have you done it?
Yeah, behind me.
Sorry to hear that. And how's your hand this morning? Teresa had an accident yesterday, and she was cleaning the windows outside, and I just happened to hear this bang, and then you just grabbed your wrist and you were just holding it bent over, and it actually upset, it made you cry, didn't it? It hurt
really
so bad.
Did.
So
I hit where the scar is and where my poorly hand is.
Teresa had an operation on her hand, a trapeziectomy for arthritis a few years ago, and it's given you grief ever since. That's why she doesn't work, actually.
Yeah.
And you bashed it yesterday, didn't you?
I did. Pain. It's a good job I'm a woman.
Yeah. Guess what? The postman's just been, and Teresa's literally standing at the door, and my letter's arrived. That is my letter. It's just by coincidence, and she's done what she always does and notched the crutch over it. That's my letter, is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. Thank you, darling. Right, guys, the letter has come. It was the letter, wasn't it, dear?
It was.
So we're going to have a quick scan of the letter, and I will, of course, the long-awaited letter. I will, of course, do another video completely about the letter. I'll probably just read it out word for word, but I want to just study it for myself first. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed this kind of piecemeal video clip kind of video. It's purely... What are you laughing at?
I'm just smiling at you, darling.
Go and get dressed.
Don't tell them I'm in my pyjamas.
Yeah, so it's purely to have a play around with my new video editor and try and go through that learning curve. Okay. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
I think you should go and get dressed.
I love you.
I love you too. Don't say that. I'm going to have to edit that bit out now.
No.
You're just getting soppy. God.